Hey YouTube, welcome back. We're here on ConvictMC. This is just the development server, but I want to give you guys a little bit of information. We have officially announced the release date. It is going to be May the 30th. That is 10 days from now. I know it's very soon. First map, always an interesting start. We want to see how everybody enjoys our new economy and everything. A lot of the server is custom made, and that means if something breaks, we can fix it in-house, no problem. We don't have to wait on the developer or anything, but that also means unpredicted things may happen. So first off, the economy is going to be sugarcane. It sells for 30 each. We'll get into that in a few minutes, but this is where it gets really confusing, and it's a completely new feature to our network, and I want you to read the documentation provided in our Discord found below to kind of get the hang of it. But everything is done through your base set region. So you claim a base, you claim the base set region, and then you can place spawners in those chunks only. The way our spawner system works, though, is you buy a pigment spawner and you upgrade it with F spawner upgrade. When you kill mobs, you get shards. And again, I'm just going to briefly go over all this. More will be found in the documentation. It's just a lot easier to explain there. But every time you kill a mob, you get a shard, and you use the shards to upgrade the pigment spawners that you buy for 500,000 each. Everything that you kill, like creepers, blaze, whatever, everything will automatically go into your faction balance or your faction TNT bank, so you don't need collectors, you don't need hoppers or anything. It'll just automatically deposit for you. When you kill a mob, you'll get a shard. It is a physical item, will be in your inventory. We'll get into that in a second when we get over to the grind sword. And you will just right click it and it will add it to your faction shard balance. So all of this can just be found in the F shard shop. We'll just open this real quick so you can see what it looks like. Buy faction credits, which are for faction upgrades. You can buy and upgrade all of your spawners here. So if we're going to F upgrades, this is pretty standard stuff, but we did do a little bit something different. If I open up F upgrades here, you'll see pretty standard though. We have sand alts in here, so you can have 3 and you can upgrade to 10 sand alts and a little bit more. So it's just nice because you don't have to buy them. You just type F sand alt and it'll give you the sand alt, and you can see where all of them are, manage them, despawn all, start all, stop all. So everything is done through one click instead of having to open up multiple sand alts. Same thing with anything else on our server. So the harvester hose here, all the tools are upgradable. You have your standard level 0, level 30, level 70, but these are also explosive. So if I just grab it here, break some sugarcane, you'll see it does like a radius. So nice. Don't script. I don't want to have to ban people for scripting. We're going to be really anal about that. So please just don't cheat. I don't feel like dealing with it. Our grind swords are the same. They're upgradable. But if I just grab one out here, I'll just smack some mobs real quick. It'll give me some shards. There we go. I killed one with a max mob sword, and I got 17. 2 gave me 34. Bam, right click them. You have deposited 34 shards into your faction shard balance. So again, that's what you're going to be using to upgrade spawners. It looks like I found a creeper spawner from killing mobs too. So that's pretty neat. Just something to go over. People always are concerned if the economy is pay to win, things like that. We try not to be pay to win. We have an ideal that this is a faction network created by faction players for faction players, which means our staff are competent. There's nothing worse than playing on a network for a few weeks or even a few months and then the staff just run you away from the network. So you can always be comforted to know that our staff team knows what they're doing. So let me turn off AbusiveAdmin here real quick so I don't break the freaking chests. And you see our vote crates, I think they're very fair. So you can get your standard junk. You have to throw some junk in there, but you can get cash, you can get spawners and they're 10% chance. You can get 8 throwable creeper eggs for 5%. You get lots of keys. Going up the list, you have the different tier crates. You can get the best crate. You can win ranks from faction credits, jelly legs, leap, wildfly. Pretty nice stuff. Spawner crate, this one's a little bit OP, but it's kind of nice. I mean, the percentages are nice and balanced, I think, for what you're getting. So even like the cheapest reward is 5 pigment spawners, so I feel like that's a great value. The event crate, these will be done from events that we host, and these will be done pretty regularly. You can get the special event knockback stick, which is going to be the only way to attain that. It gives you a little extra knockback, and I'm not going to show you guys exactly what enchants are on those yet. That's going to be a surprise. And this is just, I already showed you the sand alt GUI, but you pretty much just oh wait, F-admin, I gotta turn that bad boy back on. Start placing, standard stuff, places at a nice rate. Does a 6x6 area, so that's the point of having to upgrade, so you have to use multiple. It's more fun. Everything's a grind, gives you something to do and focus on. Now when it comes to our gen buckets, you have all of your standard buckets and pseudo buckets and all that. And I guess if you guys really don't understand what a pseudo bucket does, so just grab one of these real quick. Let's say people put in 19 pseudo holes in your wall and you gen, it'll go through the entire thing. So, you know, nice little thing. Most servers have it now. It's a quality of life thing. I really think every network should have those. Your standard buckets. Now this is something different we have. We have dispenser buckets. So if you're making a really big cannon and you just want to just like quick spawn them in, I think it's a nice feature for your power and stuff so you don't have to print it. But we do have flawless printers. This is a little feature I forgot to mention. TNT is disabled in your own faction claims. What this means is if you claim a cannon, you do not need to water them. It acts as protection blocks. Enemy factions can still creeper egg and counter cannon you, but you never need to worry about your cannon blowing up from any type of lag or any bullshit, because nothing is more frustrating than having a cannon take a fat rip out of nowhere. Probably the best printer in factions right now. And let's see, we have more on the tools. We have the upgradable fishing rods as well. Now this is something new that we decided to make, and it's a bit of a run-on sentence here, but we made a dispenser trench pickaxe because there's nothing worse than filling a cannon all the way up, finishing a raid, and then losing all of that TNT. And when you go to trench pick your cannon, like all that TNT just despawns entities everywhere, you're lagging out. So our dispenser pickaxe, when you break the dispensers, it's a nice trenched area, and it automatically deposits that TNT back into your TNT bank for you. So you never even have to do anything. You just mine the cannon, and then go back with a normal trench pickaxe. I think it's a really nice feature personally. We have a 13 by 13 max trench. Just again, quality of life stuff. It's all async. You won't lag or anything. Your standard wands. That covers the basics of what I wanted to go over today. It's just again, there's a lot of custom and really confusing things with our network, so you need to make sure you check out the documentation. We wanted to make sure that grace period is a fun grind for everybody, and that you're not just bored and you have stuff to do. Armor's not going to be too difficult to obtain. It's not very pay to win. Just a lot of fun. Competent staff team, amazing hardware, amazing jar and custom plugins. So hope you do check it out.